So if I'm filming here, that can only mean one thing. Hills is late again. Bad Hills. Alrighty, today is Molly Karloff in Bathgate. Now, Molly Karloff is a tiny wee band that we first saw at Wildfire Festival last year, and I was really impressed with them. I lent the boy, the singer, my jacket later on. It took me a couple of months to get that back because it turned really cold on top of a hill, the highest village in Scotland. And the bassist Tyler actually contacted me for some of my footage to help with his portfolio, which I was obviously really glad to do. If anyone else sees some of my footage and thinks that they can use it to help further their careers, then yeah, get in touch and I'll share any footage I have. I loved Molly Karloff's work. Really grungy, dirty metal. I really enjoyed that. And that's why when they came to Scotland, even though Bathgate is nearly 4 hours drive away, I thought I'm going to see them. So here we are, we're off down to Bathgate, and I'm going to actually miss the Scotland versus Wales rugby game today, travelling down for the gig. So here's our journey down from Elgin to Bathgate. I was actually going to take the camper van and sleep in Morrison's car park, because I've got an app and it told me I could stay there overnight for £4, and then obviously I could use the Morrison's toilets in the morning for a dump and all that. But in the end I thought fuck it, so we're going to get Premier Inn. Sorry if you're looking for some kind of camper van adventure. No, we're going to go in the luxury of a Premier Inn and Hills's car, which is very nice to be fair. So, which part of 11 o'clock didn't you understand?
Well, I thought it was peaked 11 o'clock, which is almost 12. So, I'm early. I'm 40 minutes early. What are you wanted about?
Some people have asked, what's that road that you always show in your VIDOs? Well, it's the B9007 that goes between Forest and Carbridge, really. It's not the only way we can go, and it's a little single track road and passing places, but it is the quickest mostly. Never used to have passing places. They were put in as part of a deal for a wind farm to get their kit up here, and to my mind they've ruined the road because they act like speed bumps now, because they just put them on top of the existing road, and now instead of people just going past each other like they have done for decades, people pull over and stop in passing places now when the road's actually wide enough for 2 cars all the way along it anyway. The worst thing is though, since then it's on Google Maps as a recommended route and it's got too busy. You wouldn't think that just now because there's no cars on it. But yeah, it does get too busy and you get big camper vans and some lorries on it now, which is just stupid. But there you go, B9007, just known as the Davamore Road to us. I'm hoping you can see the hills over there. Not the hills over here, you don't want to be looking at that, but the hills over there look quite nice. Of course the other road is the A9, which is dual carriageway for a short amount of it. The rest of it is just single carriageway. Lunch today is a Newtonmore grill when they've been here for ages. No, never noticed them before. Where you got, Hills?
Eventually, I got broccoli and Stilton soup. Egg mayonnaise sandwich.
Egg mayonnaise, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got cheese and onion, toasty and split pea. It's supposed to be soup, it's more like a, I don't know, stew. What's a pretty chunky sandwich, eh?
This is well, I've got a big mouth, isn't it?
Alright, go on then. No pressure. How's that, House?
I'm still picking bits out of the teeth. It's okay. Coffee was shite.
Okay. What about the speed of service?
Shite. Doubly shite. Not as bad as we've had before, but pretty, pretty close to it.
Had to go and remind them after 25 minutes, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
then
you come here
give
and they
them
haven't served you, or if they haven't brought your food out after 20 minutes, go and give them a rattle because they've forgotten. Aye, that's the second time the Newtonmore grill have fucked up our order. The first time we sat for an hour before we challenged it. In the end, we just left and they gave us a free cup of tea and coffee. This time it took 25 minutes and we thought, they're doing it again, I can't believe it. So Hills went up and checked and yeah, the order was still at the serving counter and not in the kitchen, so they hadn't even started it. But I mean, the food was okay when it arrived, but it's not the cheapest, and yeah, I don't think we'll be back anytime soon, which is just as well because they're going to get refurbished soon, so we'll leave it until that's new building and new business before we come back again. That's just not good enough really. It's a shame because I like to support local folk and local businesses and all that, but they've let us down twice. So they must have let other folk down. It can't be just us. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is.
Maybe they've heard about
Anyway, that's an extra half hour added to our journey that we could do without, but aye, fuck it, let's go. Bathgate no more. This is not what was ordered. This weather is shite. Bridge! Alrighty, so we've been watching the rugby, and Scotland really got out of jail there. They were fucking lucky. Fucking lucky to beat Wales. Mind you, I say lucky. There was some genius moves, but quite a lot of the play was for Wales. Anyway, this Premier Inn is right next to this Toby, so it'd be rude not to have a wee carvery before we go out. Looking forward to this, I'm starving. What you got, Hills? Fucking everything.
and then more.
I am beat, defeated, no longer a reigning champion. Oh man, my gut hurts. I feel bad. Eyes bigger than my belly. I wish I had a doggy bag. There's no way she's eating all that either.
I've got the meat sweats.
Seems like a certain fat nagger had some space left anyway.
That nagger doesn't have any space. It's up to about here.
What you got, Hills?
Well, it's supposed to be sticky toffee apple crumble, but it's raspberry and apple.
Okay, any good? Yeah. Yeah, I'll just sit and watch.
You liar.
Because I'm too full to have any pudding. Absolutely stuffed after that food. So we were going to take a walk down, but it's pushing. So taxi it is. This is the third time we've been to Dreadnought. The first time was a sort of in-betweeny between two gigs, and we just went there. There wasn't a gig on that night, and it was a different layout then. The bar was in a different place, so they've got a new layout, and that was fine. Second time was Anna BW's birthday, her 50th, and that was a great night, but I didn't record any of that because I don't always record my life, believe it or not.
Spunky, this is Tyler from Molly Karloff, and I've heard you've been a bit of a twat, and you're missing out on some big ones. So, stop being a cunt.
What did you say?
I said you can't be left unsupervised.
To be fair, I was left unsupervised. Tequila roses, corners, bang them down there. Flange. Oh, well done you.
And he was drinking firewater.
Man, that was a magic gig. And got to hang out with the band and have a wee chat with them, and they played great. And it was just absolutely awesome night. I'm feeling really bad because I made a joke to the singer's girlfriend who was doing merch and stuff about being a different one, because the last time we saw them was at Wildfire Festival, and there was a different girl, which was Tyler's girlfriend, and I just made a joke about there being a different girl there every time, and you know, the lead singer was bringing a different girl every time, and I fucked up there. From what I've seen of Simon, he's a beautiful man, and I'm sorry to make such a fucking dickish comment. I'm such a knob sometimes. Well, in my defence, I have just spent a weekend away with the rugby boys, and the patter has been absolutely brutal from start to finish, so I've not kind of got out of that mode yet. Right, the deciding factor that swayed me away from Morrison's is I looked online and I don't think there's a cafe in that Morrison's, and I wanted breakfast there, so that's what swung me towards Premier Inn. So I'll go for the Premier Inn breakfast, which you got for free this week. Nice. What you got else?
Well, as if I didn't eat enough yesterday, I had a full breakfast. Very nice it is.
Aye. Very good for a Premier Inn. Looks good anyway. And the bacon's actually cooked. So it's just slimy. If you've watched any of my shite content before, you'll know that I am a connoisseur of fry-ups and breakfasts, and that one was excellent. Well done, Premier Inn Bathgate. Time to go.